There was a time when Alexx Ekubo was one of the brightest faces in Nollywood. His smile lit up movie posters, television screens, and social media timelines across Nigeria. Women admired him, young actors looked up to him, and producers wanted him in every romantic film because of his charm and calm personality. To many Nigerians, he looked like a man living the perfect life. Then suddenly, everything changed. In 2021, news broke that his fiancée, Fancy Echolanu, had called off their engagement. What should have remained a private heartbreak quickly became national gossip. Nigerians on social media did not just react to the breakup, they investigated it like detectives searching for scandal. The phrase that changed everything came from Fancy's announcement. "Everybody deserves to live in their truth." That single sentence exploded online. Within hours, blogs were posting dramatic headlines. Twitter spaces were filled with theories. Instagram comment sections became toxic. WhatsApp groups spread rumors endlessly. Almost immediately, many people began accusing Alexx of being gay. Not because there was proof. Not because he admitted it. But because social media had already created the narrative it wanted to believe. Ironically, Alexx had denied such rumors years earlier, yet the accusations refused to disappear. Even Fancy later clarified that she never called him gay and that her statement had been misunderstood. But by then, the internet no longer cared about truth or clarification. The damage had already been done. Every post Alexx made became an opportunity for mockery. Every appearance turned into another round of jokes and whispers. Some insulted his masculinity openly. Others mocked the way he spoke or carried himself. Trolls flooded his comment sections daily with cruel remarks disguised as entertainment. Slowly, Alexx became one of the internet's favorite targets. What made the situation painful was how quickly Nigerians abandoned compassion. The same people who once celebrated his relationship suddenly turned into online judges. Millions of strangers discussed his private life as though he was no longer human. The breakup alone was painful enough, but the public humiliation made it worse. Gradually, Alexx reduced his online presence. Fans noticed he posted less frequently. Interviews became fewer. He appeared quieter and more withdrawn. But instead of empathy, many people interpreted his silence as confirmation of the rumors. Some mocked him for disappearing. Others called him weak. But silence is often the language of emotional exhaustion. Unfortunately, the internet rarely understands that. In Nigeria, mental health conversations are still taken lightly. Depression is mocked, anxiety is dismissed, and emotional pain is often hidden behind phrases like "be strong" or "man up." So instead of asking whether Alexx was okay, many people continued laughing. Memes circulated endlessly. Cruel jokes trended for days. Content creators turned his private struggles into online entertainment for views and engagement. Even after Fancy clarified her statement, social media had already moved beyond facts into pure narrative. And narratives are dangerous because once people accept them emotionally, they begin to treat them as truth. At some point, Alexx briefly returned online, trying to continue life normally. But Nigerian social media never forgets. The comments returned immediately. Some mocked him openly while others weaponized his personal life for content and jokes. What many people fail to understand is that repeated public humiliation can deeply affect a person psychologically. Constant scrutiny creates loneliness, even in crowded spaces. Celebrities often learn to smile publicly while suffering privately. That is the tragedy of fame. Over time, rumors also surfaced online about Alexx's health and disappearance from public life, though many of those reports remained unverified and speculative. Still, the larger lesson remained important: cyberbullying has real consequences. Words can wound deeply. Online mockery may look harmless to outsiders, but when thousands of people repeat insults daily, it slowly becomes emotional torture. The Alexx Ekubo saga became bigger than celebrity gossip. It exposed something darker about internet culture in Nigeria: how quickly people dehumanize public figures for entertainment. Blogs chased traffic. Content creators chased views. Commenters chased laughter. Very few people chased empathy. And perhaps that is the saddest part of all. Because beyond the rumors and headlines, there was still a human being at the center of it all, a man trying to survive heartbreak under the harsh spotlight of public opinion while millions watched, judged, and laughed from behind their screen.
You know, I say this, yeah? I say, if I have an hour to solve a problem, I'd use 57 minutes to stare at it. Just stare at it. And on the 58 minutes, I'll die. You see, and leave the 59 minutes as setback. Okay, sorry. Human error. You see, if you go like that, there's an almost 60-60 chance that you'll succeed. Because nothing is certain in life, but you know, at least you go with intent. Go with intent. In life, it's very important you communicate. Communication is key. When God wanted to distract the man that were building the tower to heaven, He hit them with a language barrier, and they spoke different languages. Communication is key. We gotta communicate. Part of the problems we're having in the world today, you know, is that people are not communicating enough. You want one thing and say another, you say one thing and one thing. People need to communicate.